Inspiring movie scene battle.
Ooh, okay.
D2, The Mighty Ducks. Flying V returns.
All right, let's go! Flying V, come on!
Hall joined by his teammates back behind the Team USA net here in the third period. They start back out and they form a V. I've heard of this before, but I've never seen it.
Versus Rudy. Rudy gets into Notre Dame.
That has been approved. Examine this first. Let's go.
Okay, so this one's a little tough. Both of these were very inspiring stories. D2 to me, I actually liked it more than I liked the original. It was a great scene because the old Ducks and the new Ducks had finally come together and were gelling great, and they were unbeatable at this point. But then you got Rudy, which even though the real true story was full of a lot of bullcrap, this movie in itself was very inspiring. And that scene with Sean Astin sitting on the bench, crying his eyes off, chef kiss, dude did a great job. Which one gets me more inspiring? I'm gonna have to lean just a little bit. Y'all know my lean. I'm gonna lean just a little bit to D2, The Mighty Ducks on this one.
Okay, so The Mighty Ducks versus Rocky 3. What's the truth, damn it?
I don't want to lose what I got.
What do we have that can't be replaced? What? A house. We got cars. We got money. We got everything but the truth. What's the truth, damn it?
I'm afraid, all right? You want to hear me say it? You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid.
Now, we all know that all the Rockies are inspiring. Sylvester Stallone always gives you a little piece of a nugget in every single one of those. And this one was no different. Adrian trying to break him down for him to just tell her the truth. This right here was very inspiring for anybody that's in a couple, in a relationship, because that person that's always supposed to be by your side is the person that you always supposed to be truthful with. And Rocky breaking down saying, I'm afraid, damn it. Man, that shit hit right in the heart. Now, is it more inspiring than the D2 getting together? I'm gonna have to say no. That scene with those guys getting together really was heartfelt and exciting at the same time, teaching us that we have to bond together sometimes. So I'm still gonna stick with D2.
D2 versus The Pursuit of Happiness. Chris gets the job.
Yes, sir.
Good. We couldn't be happier. So, welcome.
The Pursuit of Happiness was a great movie. All around a great movie. I think it's Will Smith. It's definitely in Will Smith's top 3 in my opinion. Whether or not it's going to beat D2, I don't know if anybody has really worked their butt off trying to get a job and you work really, really hard and you get it. This is an inspiring moment because it teaches you never to give up, even if all the odds are against you. This is more of childhood versus adulthood, and which one is more inspiring? Putting myself in the childhood mindset, I would say D2, but as an adult now, going on 42, 43-ish, I'm going to have to say Pursuit of Happiness is going to get this one. So Pursuit of Happiness.
All right, so The Pursuit of Happiness versus Forrest Gump. Forrest finally runs.
Oh, you dirty mother. Oh, she brought it back to the 90s. Oh, man. So, look, Forrest Gump is an amazing movie, tells multiple different stories on different angles, just all around a 10 out of 10 type movie. And that scene with him running, man, they slowed it down. You hear Jenny in the background, run, Forrest, run. That shit hit. Watching him break apart, him going so fast. You were just so happy for the kid. I'm going to have to say I'm leaning on Forrest on this one. And it's probably a beat down, really. I'm leaning heavily Forrest.
All right, Forrest Gump versus Hoosiers. Game-winning shot.
So first off, rest in peace to Gene Hackman. Amazing actor my entire life. This movie was a true underdog story. And what I felt when that shot went in was the little goosebumps. They did it. But when I put it up against Forrest Gump, which one kind of hit those feels, had you inspired and everything, got you in that mood, that mindset? It's going to probably still be Forrest Gump. That was a really great scene.
All right, so Forrest Gump versus Goodwill Hunting. It's not your fault.
Not your fault. It's not your fault.
See, this is what made Robin Williams amazing. This dude could do comedy. He could do drama. He can make you think. Like, this dude was just flat out one of the greatest actors we ever had in our lifetime. And this scene was powerful because it was trying to teach people about not always blaming yourself for shit that was not your fault, which a lot of people have issues with. So it was very, very inspiring. Does it beat out Forrest Gump? I'm going to have to say I'm still leaning towards Forrest. I'm going to lean towards Forrest on this one, even though this was a very, very inspiring scene. Forrest Gump to me just has it just by a hair. So Forrest Gump.
All right, so Forrest Gump versus The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. You bow to no one.
You bow to no one.
Yeah, that scene hit. It was inspiring because these little hobbits were like the most unexpected people to be the bravest out the entire series, and they just kept showing you over and over again that it doesn't matter your size, it matters your willpower. And you know, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings buff. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings, but I will say that this scene was very touching. Is it going to beat Forrest Gump though? For me, the answer is still going to be no. Forrest Gump's scene of seeing somebody that was considered broken, wasn't smart, and just having something that was his own that nobody could match, which was his ability to run, that was just so beautiful. So I'm still leaning Forrest Gump.
So Forrest Gump for the win?
Yeah, definitely. That was a super inspiring scene to me. So Forrest definitely wins.
I hated Jenny.
Everybody hated Jenny. That bitch did nothing. You know what? Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
If we listen to each other.